Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Duskpunk. My longer term goal at the moment is to raise my Endure level up. A couple of pips at least. Once we've helped Markov, once there's two things paid off, they should both help that. Fetch parts for Zai. I was waiting for her before. Does that mean she's around to... Oh, she needs 3 spare parts. I think I've got 2. I think I stole 2 from the thingy. So I can steal another one tonight. That one be okay. Or I could scavenge around in the ruins and try and find some. Maybe we'll do that because I can get going on the Zai thing then. A couple of bits of scrap. One of those. That seems fine. So what is the good roll on that then? Oh, 3 bits of scrap. That's fine. Do I do it again? Because there's a little clock down here, isn't there? All right, let's push that clock forward. There we go. What happens then? Search a mansion. Among the ruins, you stumble across a large townhouse. If looters haven't got there first, it could be a decent haul. All right, let's give that a go. All right, we got some relics and some fine wine. All right, I'm happy enough with that. Okay, I can actually sell that relic. Oh, what, there was something to do... Trade relics for rumours. Alright, how many rumours have I got at the moment? I think I used them all. Don't have any. That does take a time unit, though. So, let's not do that right now. But I'm going to have to turn that scrap into a part anyway, aren't I? Which I can do at night. So let's tell you what, let's try this, see what we get. 4 rumours. I could push, but with my luck, last episode I was just rolling like an absolute idiot. I know it's random, it's not it's not a skill issue, it's a luck issue, but basically all of my rolls in the last episode were absolutely awful. But let's go and make a machine part now. Let's actually prepare this so it's as easy as I can make it for myself and actually smash it this time, so that's good. We get a scrap back for that as well, so that's good. I'm not going to assemble devices. Find parts. Oh, okay. I thought generally you can only speak to Zai at the daytime, so I guess this is fine. Oh, these will do nicely. Zai grins. Now the fun begins. Come back tomorrow morning. I need to plan in the light of day. Good. Okay, well that's Zai sorted. We're still waiting for Markov. I don't know if I should be, like, pushing this agitation clock round. I mean, I kind of did that before. I don't know. I was going to do something. I was going to break in somewhere, I think, at night. And I can't remember what it was now. Maybe it was casing the stores. This will be our best chance, but I'm gonna do that. Nice. Okay, we've got a bit of cash. But we added a bit to the clock there, so that's fine. That's obviously going to be a bit of a longer term goal, perhaps. There we go, rest. Could do with another really nice check on here. Ah, we do. Okay. Lost a stress, gained a health. I'm not going to complain about that. Very hungry, but that's okay. We're going to go and eat at the theatre, the music hall. That's a nice grub there. And we've bonded with the staff now. Scene at rehearsals. What does this kind of build towards, I wonder? I don't know, but we're going to go to the arc light and see what Zai's got on for us. Help design the extractor. Here we go. I mean, I could supply blueprints, but I'm actually good at engineer checks, so let's try this. Let's prepare, though. And do it. Nice, nice. And I think we'll probably do that again. We'll do a prepare. Do that. Nice, nice. So we've actually done a fair bit of the clock already. This extractor thing. So at the moment I've got some rumours. I've got some fine wines. So actually I didn't realise that before. It tells you actually where you can get these things. That's pretty cool. Yeah, should we go and case the shops again? Let's prepare. Which just as well we did, because that's a rubbish roll. I'm going to prepare a roll again. Nice. I mean, it was maxed, but it didn't mean much more than, you know, had we just basically only just succeeded. So let's sleep. Fingers crossed for a good roll. It was an average roll, but yeah, that's fine. We had 2 good rolls in a row now, so you know, that's pretty good. Right, let's come away from there. Yeah, so I can still eat there. That's good. Let's go and help. Oh, what we got? Glowing sculpture. Well, let's do that first. You come upon a strange sculpture. Study it. It's a male form wrought in iron. The face is surprisingly lifelike, but hidden behind a pair of illuminated goggles. The goggles do nothing. The back of the statue is a mass of twisted metal. I find it ominous. Like metal claws reaching. The whole thing is lit from within by a plasm lamp. A lamp like this doesn't require much fuel, but this is still a significant investment. Somebody cared about this sculpture enough to commit to providing ongoing fuel. Right, let's see what it's made of. The statue holds various tools, a compass, a spanner. Peering closely, you see that each bears a manufacturing mark. These were once tools, but they were welded onto the statue. Peering at the goggles, you see they too are repurposed originals. The leather strap is worn. Inspecting the back, you see that the twisted metal is dozens of tools fused together. Read it. You bend to read the plague? I think that should be plaque. In memory of Tal Carter, taken from his community by the war to the end of the war to end the world. Depicted here with the tools he used in life. You realise this was Zai's father. Yeah. You turn away. The sculpture hums quietly behind you. Right, talking of Zai, let's go help her. So we're going to do a couple of prepare and then acts, I think. That's only 1, but if I get another good roll, that will fill the clock. Do I push? Yeah, I'm going to push. Better. Okay, we filled the clock. Find a test subject. Okay, well, actually, we might be able to help there. I'm going to prepare and make this as easy as possible. We smashed it. Okay, I've got a corpse. Yeah. I'll leave the rest of that. Let's go back to the arc light. The extractor is complete. Just needs a raw materials test. Let's do it. You smuggle a corpse in under a tarp. Alright. Zai breathes. Let's get started. This way, friend. You grab the corpse and head through the back door. Down a flight of stone steps to the basement. A cavernous hall. The extractor is a nightmare of piping and wires. It squats like a bizarre organ in an abandoned church. You get a whiff of ozone. It's like you're back in the Plasm yards. I'm safe. I'm not there. What? You shake your head. You're back. Alright. Toss it on the intake. A minecart sits at the foot of the machine. Intake has been scrawled on the side in whitewash. Put the body in the cart. The cart dumps its cargo. Zai throws a switch. The machine groans. Parts spin and glow. It spits lightning at the basement roof. The stones tremble. I've gained a stress. I'm safe. I lost the stress. Zai touches your shoulder gingerly. You're safe. I'm with you, McBoring. Slowly the machine spins down and stops. Phew, alright. What we got? She goes over to the machine and turns a tap installed on the side. An electric blue liquid pours out. She catches it in a jar. She plugs the jar into a device on the wall and presses a switch. Bright light floods the hall. What's the device? An arc light. She grins. We've got God's damn Plasm. You did it. Alright, I know when to take a compliment. She runs her fingers through her hair and laughs. Now you just need to find some corpses. She grimaces. Enough people are dying in the Crucible. We'll find bodies. She spits. Leaves a bad taste, though. What do you use it for? Whatever we need to stand up to the Iron Brigade. We've got plans for radios, barricades. City's on the brink, friend. We all feel it. But with this thing, when it all goes down, we'll be ready. I was happy to help. She puts her metal hand on your shoulder and looks you in the eye. Thanks, mate. The machinists owe you a debt. Haha, we got a growth point. Okay, so we're going to put that into Endure now. So we're getting a little bit better at those. Got a bit of other things. Maybe we go back and case the high street stuff again. Oh, is that, I can only do that in the day, can I? No, it's not the high street, is it? It's Grand Exchange. There we go. Go on, be bold. Yeah, that's alright. We only needed one, so that's fine. Ooh, should we... Oh, we can steal antiquities. Okay. Dangerous. I'm going to do it. Huzzah! We've got 2 antiquities. So I could sell the... Where was the antiquities thing I could sell? Was it High Street? Does it say? Oh, you can sell them in the Grand Exchange. Or the market. Well, probably not that market. I guess it's here. In the daytime, I expect. Yeah, I wonder what you get. I don't know. We'll try it out. I don't really want to set it back to the same place I just stole it from in case something happens. But let's rest. Let's hope for a good roll. Looks like something's going to happen with the War Dead. It's just going to be a reprisal, I think. Let's see what happens. Stepping onto the street, you hear the newspaper sellers. Emperor to make a speech at Palace. Bridge checkpoints open, 1 day only. See our little father in all his glory. A passerby chuckles. Okay, well that doesn't really mean anything to us anymore because I can... Oh, the jeweller's finished. Let's do this first. The jeweller stiffens as you walk into the shop. Oh, good day, sir. That unique piece is ready. He busies himself at the back of the shop and then hurries up to you, clutching a velvet ring box. You crack the lid. Inside is a ring of silver with the tooth set into the metal. I assure you everything is of the highest quality. How many of these unique pieces have you made for her? Dozens. I've lost count. He snaps the box shut. Do pass on my compliments. I'm always grateful for the work and the unique challenges it presents. Okay, so we're going to go back to the ossuary then. Look boring, so you made it here on your own 2 feet. Congratulations. Why can't I just give her the ring that I made? I got. Oh, I should call on my patron. The gesture is appreciated. You are welcome at the Bonehoard Club. As a fountain of gossip and illicit information, it may be useful to you. But please, keep your work discreet. I would hate to offend the customers. I brought the ring you asked for. You put the box on the desk. She takes it gingerly and opens it. Ah, there he is. She examines the ring closely and then slips it on her finger. Exquisite craftsmanship, but the sentimental value is far greater. Why do it, though? Because it pleases me. I need no other reason. Well, I'm happy Earl Mandeville is where he belongs. In the ground? In the stag's razor-sharp embrace. She inspects the ring and kisses it. I wasn't always an information broker. My father was cousin to the Emperor, in fact. I'd no idea. My 2 brothers were fated and cherished. The future of the family. Each had the intelligence of a brick, but they were still expected to one day rule the house, while my task was to make a good match and pop out some sons. I'm sorry. I don't need your sympathy. I married some wheezing relic. He didn't last long. She strokes a lapel pin. But I'm thankful to him and my family. They taught me something. A woman, no matter how talented, cannot thrive in the daylight here. For my brothers, the law was a weapon. It strengthened them, but it only ever held me back. So here I am, with my own resources, built up over decades beyond my family's reach. She adjusts the ring and fixes her cufflinks. You find your eyes drawn to the cufflinks. White enamel, but with an organic melted shape. Those aren't enamel, they were bone. Human finger bones? You glance at her white enamel lapel pin and her earrings, the little enamel trinkets on her desk. They are all bone. She raises an eyebrow and smirks. Something on your mind, McBoring? How many trophies have you taken exactly? She nods to a cabinet behind her. Finger bones and kneecaps line the shelves. Oh, you're welcome to count them. She takes a breath, thinking, do you know what an ossuary is, Private? A crypt? Close. A graveyard building for storing bones. A bone hoard. She gestures to her bone trinkets. Each of these bones is a man, a gang leader, a relative, a politician. They all have one thing in common. You survived them all? Yes, but more than that. Each of them underestimated me. I grind men to powder. I make them weak before their time. I outlive them. Then I carry them with me. I am their legacy. And their tomb. You're much more than an information broker. I'm the greatest power on the East Side, barring only the Emperor himself. I'm telling you this so you know the caliber of woman you're working for. Well, just pay me. I'll do the work. I appreciate your practicality. So, your next task. Power is shifting in this city, and I need information. I require tip-offs, leads regarding criminal gangs, listed operations and bluecoat activities. And of course I need as much leverage as possible. Blackmail to manipulate nobles and politicians. You'll be paid for each, but mostly this is a test to see if you're on my level. If you prove useful, I will have other jobs. What kind of jobs? Jobs I will only reveal to those I trust. You understand. She checks the clock and rings a bell. The driver opens the door. Yes, ma'am. Private, I have another meeting, but Rufus here will show you out. And Rufus, see that he's paid. The driver leads you to the hallway and counts out a purse of coins. As you turn away, he claps you on the shoulder. She's taking a shine at you, kid. Stick by her and she'll take you all the way to the top. Betray her and she'll grind you to powder. Yeah, I think I got the sense for that. But we got a development point, so let's put this straight into our endure. And if we get another one, I'll check that in a sec, if that's how likely that is. We'll get this reroll to get a +2 bonus one, I think. So... Well, that's possible, and we're waiting on that. Yeah, so we're making good progress there, definitely. Okay, let's go to the Emperor's speech, shall we? You hurry to the palace. The bridge checkpoints are wide open. Crowds stream into the eastern city. The palace looms ahead, surrounded by crowds. There must be 100,000 people. The Emperor walks out onto the palace balcony. You can make out a Cerumean military uniform dripping with medals and gold trim. His gaze is stern. You barely make out the fencing scar earned when he was a young man dueling the Prince of Aureus for sport. This war is just an extension of their rivalry. You realise the bouts of the young become the slaughters of the old. Though his body seems frail, his voice is tremendous. When he speaks, the whole square is filled with it. You realise this square was built to reflect and amplify sound, so that small men could wield big voices. Citizens of Dredgeport, our city has been plagued by criminality and violence. Traitorous elements have been undermining our empire, our war, our way of life. It is not enough that soldiers refuse to do their duty, they also steal and sabotage. Cowardice is disgusting, but treachery is a graver sin. And when we had the miscreants... Oh, hang on, I've lost the... I can't scroll up. hang on. I'll get to the end of this and I'll scroll up to where we left off. And when we had the miscreants, they were broken free, a heinous betrayal of our sovereign power. But his tone softens. Some rulers would take offense, but I see it for what it is, an expression of unrest, a cry for mercy. Beside you, someone whispers, Lady's Grace. Perhaps he does understand. I know this war has been a trial. What began as a defense of our fatherland has become a great burden. So I have reached out to Aureus. I aim to end this terrible war. It may take weeks or months of negotiation, but I shall end it. An end to this madness? The crowd is restless like an electric storm. And what are the war dead? The cry cuts across the crowd like lightning. The war dead! Stop conscription! The chant takes hold. Free the war dead! Free the war dead! The Emperor stands motionless, stunned. Finally, he raises a hand. It is an Emperor's sacred right to pardon. I have prayed to the Father these past nights, and he has shown me that mercy is the way. I therefore lessen the sentence for the war dead. If these criminals are ever found again, they will not face death. As Sarum's highest judge, I sentence them to be sent to the colonies of Panacria to scratch out what living they can. Pardon them! Pardon, pardon, pardon. The Emperor clutches the railings. The war dead have committed acts of sabotage, high treason. They are lucky I... Beside him, an aide whispers in his ear. Very well. The war dead are fully pardoned. Furthermore, to celebrate this occasion, Dredgeport shall hold a festival of peace in a few days' time. All citizens are welcome, including, and especially, the war dead. Rejoice! Your families are coming home from war. In a few days, these streets will run not with blood, but wine. As the crowds cheer, his eyes narrow. I think that could be a trap. Will we go there? Maybe. Not as a visible member of the war dead, though, I don't think. So, okay, so what are we doing here? Well, we need to eat. We shouldn't forget that. So I'm gonna... Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna wait for another endure thing to come in, I think. So we want to... Or blackmail on behalf of the ossuary. That I am waiting for him to come back, though. Firebrand growth. I think when this fills in 2 more days, I think he'll come back. So let's leave that. Let's instead go to the ossuary's trust. What was I doing for her again? Send blackmail. Let's track that, because I don't know exactly... Oh, okay. Doesn't tell me exactly, but okay, so if I go there... Okay, so I literally need blackmail. Where will I get blackmail? Spy on confessions could be a thing. Why don't we prepare and do this? Okay, yeah, alright. Gossip. I didn't get any part of a clock there, though. Should we try one of these? If I do a prepare, it'll move on. We kind of want to listen in on stuff, don't we? Okay, I'm not desperate for money just yet, so I'm not going to sell my antiquity until I kind of need to raise cash. Let's have food, though. Maybe we could gossip with the richer patrons. Maybe that will result in something. That's a good roll. Yeah, yeah, okay. So I guess what I'm thinking is there must be a way to convert this into something. How do I get that into blackmail? Must be a way to convert it somewhere. Yeah, I want to see if there's like a way to turn these into something. So I can gain tip-offs, but tip-offs aren't blackmail. So what exactly is the gossip? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think we should try and get the rumours, and then we can convert that. It'll probably tell me. If I go on here, where do I get the rumours from? Tavern, workshop, recruitment office, Firebrand Club. Maybe we'll do the Firebrand, because that might lead into something else with... what's his face? So... the roles are both very similar for this. I guess I've not done the eavesdrop before. But actually on this I don't get the gossip, reveal gossip. What does that do? I don't know. It'll feed into this clock, I suspect, but I kind of want to see if I can turn it into blackmail. And then sell it at the ossuary. Let's just do normal roll. Okay, that's good. 4 rumours. Excellent. Okay. So now I've got 8. 6. If I take those back to... I can sell the rumours there. And learn a tip-off. I don't know. Should I just stock? I might just stock up on rumours and see what we do about them in the morning. We'll do another. I might prep and then do one. Cool. Okay, so it's 10 rumours now. Let's just try another base roll. Not bad, not bad. Another 2. That'll do. That'll do. Okay, so we got what, 12? A dozen now? A dozen rumours. I might be able to convert that somewhere. I'm not sure. I guess we will sleep. Good! Excellent roll. So we actually lose stress and gain health back up to full, in fact. Rather lovely. We were due a good one. Okay, so we've got a clock for festival prep now. Which I don't trust at all, as far as I can throw it. So at this music hall, I've now... they like me now, so I don't need to keep dining there. I can have the cheaper food at the tavern, can't I? And go back up to full there, so let's do that. Maintain that. Ooh, what's this? Putting up bunting. Yeah, maybe. I kind of want to... We go back here. This didn't... Even though I got a really good result, it didn't... didn't go and didn't contribute to that. I'm going to prep. And we'll do this for... Oh, God. Let's push on that. Better. Okay, so that's actually fed into that clock. I don't know whether it just means that we can only do that 3 times, or whether... when that's filled up, something else will occur. I'm not sure. I think I'm doing the right thing, but I'm not sure. Do a bit of gossip here, perhaps. Yeah, okay, I'll take that. 4 bits of gossip. 4 bits of juicy goss now. Okay, well, just in case this is only available in the daytime, let's go put up bunting. A team of workmen and women are gathered outside the War Office. 4 of them are pulling bunting and flags out of a truck. 2 more are handling a ladder. As you watch, they string bunting around the windows of the War Office. Let's examine it. Bunting is white and decorated with blue droplets, a symbol of the lady's tears and her absolution. A worker sees you and waves. For the Emperor's party, bless him. My sons are coming home. I could scarce believe it. Let's keep him in his false hope for now. I'm happy for you. Oh, I'm happy enough for all of us, friend. Okay, I don't want to pop into the arc light in the daytime and just see if there's anything going on here, really. I can buy Plasm from her, but... yeah. I don't really need to right now, because I've got my sort of tap there that I can steal at night. What is the factory check? Because... I can roll a 5 and actually make friends with the guys here now. Should we give it a go? There we go. I've got a rumour as well and some money. Not bad. Okay. I'm going to keep doing that, because this is the one area of kind of... there's a group of friends, you know, there's obviously a faction of workers there. I've not made any inroads with yet, because I didn't really have the dice rolls for it, whereas that might not be too bad now. Should we try doing this? It's only a 5 roll now, so we've got a good chance. What's the mixed outcome? Is 1 clock. I haven't succeeded yet. Let's prep and then do it. Good. Okay. I don't need it now, but maybe once per night we'll come and try and move that on a little bit. What else can I do? A tender service. Oh, got 2 bits of gossip. That's not too bad. I've got 6 now. I don't really know what to do with it. Like, I feel there has to be a way to kind of exchange it somewhere, but like... ooh, there's blackmail over the library. I wonder if this will get us what we're looking for. That's the symbol for blackmail. Is the patience? Oh, okay, we get rumours from there as well, it looks like. Or gossip, rather. Well, maybe gossip and all rumours. Not sure. The ruins have blackmail. Maybe I should do this. Follow a scavenger. Nice, no. Okay, we've got a rumour. Maybe something will happen once we fill this clock up. Okay, cool. I've not really sort of paid too much attention to the little symbols. I mean, I knew they were there. I don't think I'd commented them on in the video, but it's actually, if you're looking for something very specific, that's just a quick way of kind of going through it. Yeah. Okay. What's that teardrop thing? Oh, quite nice stuff on the whaling ship, actually. It's all the fine wine. I've got 3 of those. I hadn't really thought about it. Alright, well, let's go to bed anyway. Hope for another decent roll. Oh, we get it, actually. Nice. Oh, we're keeping the stress down at the moment. That's pretty cool. Okay. Firebrand club's ready. What else have we got? Well, okay, we'll do the Firebrand because we're waiting to help Markov. I'll get another point potentially if this finishes that. Heading to the Firebrand, you hear a deep rumble. Open the door. The place is heaving. When you open the door, it takes you a moment to push through the sound and heat.
Comrade, it would seem our flyer struck a nerve.
The man is grinning with excitement, but his face is drawn and slick. He puts out a hand to steady himself. Are you alright?
Yes, just a moment of weakness, but being surrounded by all these comrades gives me strength. The city was already simmering. All it needed was a spark.
That's a very mixed metaphor.
Oh, well, you're quite right. It must be the noise. I'm giddy. This is only the first step, of course. A revolutionary is not made overnight. They must be organized, trained. But that will come.
Suddenly he doubles over in a fit of coughing. When it passes, he breathes fitfully and sinks into an armchair.
That will come.
Okay, we're going to wait for him again. Going to take a couple of days, looks like. Alright. Okay, so what was I going to do? I was going to go to the library. I guess it's probably this perform research. It talks about the scandal sheets. Okay, well, let's prepare. Let's try and make a good roll of this. Let's push. Yeah, better. 2 bits of clock. Okay. Let's try another one. Nice. Another 2. So another medium result even would be good here. There we go. Perhaps someone will let you in. No. Okay, what did I actually get in the daytime, though? Ah! Discover blackmail material. Cool. Well, we can do that tomorrow, then. Deduce a tip-off. Okay, okay. Could be useful. Where else had the blackmail symbol? Was it the prison? No, it was the amphitheatre. Shall we... No, it was the ruins. Ruins, wasn't it? Yeah, we can approach a scavenger. Or stalk a stranger. Let's prep. Nice. Here's just another one of those. I want to do another Abbey thing. I'm going to prep that. Okay, there's 1 part o'clock. That's fine. I don't mind that. Okay. We can have another meal at the tavern, I suppose. I very much doubt we'll have another amazing roll for the sleep, but you never know. It is random. Average. Okay. I can't really complain at this point because it feels like, you know, I had a good few nights sleep at least. So we go back here. Let's see what we do here. Reading between the lines has never been so literal as you flick through a dozen scandal sheets. Oh, so you have to go through all that again. Okay. What happens now if I sell this? Let's prep. Huh. Let's push. Nice. A bit more cash and a Groot. Okay. So we need to do that twice. It feels like probably this is the easiest way to do this. Well, I mean, there might be something with the scavengers as well, to be fair. Maybe we'll go here and try and get a bit of stress reduction clock going here as well. Maybe a shift at the factory. Ooh. We fill the clock. I mean, we're full health. I don't mind that downside, to be honest. You're in the flow of work now. You glance at your neighbour. You've been placed next to Ruby. How long did you say you've been doing this? She sways on her feet. Ruby? Ruby starts and snatches her hands to her sides. What was that? You alright, Ruby? Oh, triple shift's okay though. I've gone way out of sleep before. It's fine. You just watch yourself, alright? She snorts and gets back to work. Okay. How are we doing there? Yeah, so we're about halfway through that. That's cool. I'd like to get them to know those people more. It wasn't that I wasn't interested in them while I wasn't doing it. As I've said, it's just because it was I didn't have the right stat really to be rolling for it. We got $100. How did I get $100? I must have... Oh, was it selling the... It might have been selling the blackmail. I didn't really see how much I made from that. Oh, 35, wasn't it? Yeah, that was quite a good income, actually. So nighttime. What should we do nighttime? We should go to follow the scavenger. Okay, we'll take that. Yeah, we'll take that too. Follow your mark. Intuit. Let's prep and then do it. You dash silently behind them. You tail the scavenger as they pick their way deeper into the ruins. The jumbled stones form a maze. You doubt you could find your way back, but they seem to know the route by heart. They duck into a cracked staircase and disappear beneath the earth. Inspect. You study the archway. The steps themselves seem solid, if ancient, but the roof slants down at an odd angle, as though on the brink of caving in. Descend. Warily, you creep down the staircase. The air is choked with stone dust, and the ceiling slopes low, forcing you to crouch. Step after step, you climb deeper into the earth. The light grows dim. Let's listen. You stand still and listen. Somewhere ahead, you hear the faint echo of footsteps, and below that, some low hum. Let's just feel our way forward. Gingerly, you creep forward, placing each step carefully. Keeping one hand on the wall, you descend, step by careful step. After what seems like an eternity, you emerge at the bottom. Look around. You find yourself in a vast underground cavern. On the wall is a huge carving of a tree, incredibly lifelike. A ring of braziers bathe it in an eerie whitish light. A dozen white-clad figures surround the tree, chanting and humming to it. It reminds you of something you read once. You try to recall what it was. A comment in some history book mentioning a link between the sign of a tree and the stag is the most ancient of the 5 gods associated with nature, and is held to be ruthless and alien. But the exact link between the two symbols was never solved. Gained a rumour. Your eyes water as you detect the thick scent of bark and something sharp like coffee. Examine the worshippers. Sheltering behind a rock, you peer at them. They are dressed in white robes with red tassels. Each wears an animal skull over their face. As the skulls whirl, you see them as living animals. The worshippers chant louder, stamping their feet and rhythmically slapping their chests. Listen. You listen to the sound of the worshippers chanting. Upon us surge our blood. Boring. Ooh. The hums and chanting rise to a fever pitch. A figure emerges from the cleft at the tree's base, a white form with a stag's skull. Each step lands like the thunder of a drum. For a moment you aren't sure whether it's human or animal. Then you see clearly that it is fully animal. A great white stag, antlers brushing the rock. The lights flare. For a moment you see the tree alive and swaying, spreading immense branches across an ancient sky. The stag approaches. For a moment its antlers align with the tree behind, branches and antlers intertwining. The beast stares at you. It's the most ancient thing you have ever beheld. Those hooves trod the earth when the world was young. Those branches rustled in winds millennia old. This creature is the rawness of nature. Without a thought it would die for its children, or kill to survive. Its life is richer, thicker, more intense than anything you could know. To this beast, society is a strange 5,000-year dream that we animals must soon wake from. The stag snorts and looks at you, waiting. Give me your strength, beast. The words rise out of you like smoke, like they came from another time. The stag bows, and its antlers graze your skin. Where they pierce, you feel warm sap flowing into you. So we lost to stress, gain to health, gain to energy. It feels like warm sunlight in your veins. You close your eyes. You hear branches rustle in the wind above you. You breathe slowly in and out. The wind turns cold. You shiver and open your eyes. You find yourself among the ruins. Let's think about what we saw. You think back to the cavern and the tree and the strange vision of the stag. Perhaps the stag was first venerated there when its worshippers saw some link between antler and branch. Its people worship it still. Get up. Slowly you rise to your feet. Something tinkles around your neck, some kind of amulet made of silver and antlers. Oh, we've gained finery. We won't be selling that. You breathe deeply and take in the ruins around you. The blood pumping in your ears feels like the oldest thing in the world. How strange. We can go through it again, potentially. I mean, not now, but I wonder what would happen if we did. I'm not sure, honestly. Cool though. Let's see if there's any story. Oh, there is actually a palace statue. In front of the Imperial Palace you find a statue. Study it. The figure is a towering queen, 12 feet high, crowned with a diadem and formal chain of office. The coat she wears is a military officer's, and a belt of ammunition tumbles from her outstretched hands. Read the plaque. The plaque reads, Griselda I, the Sulphur Queen. You remember Griselda now. It's a tale told to all Sarumian schoolchildren. Let's remember it. As the story goes, Griselda, perhaps 200 years ago, inherited a dwindling empire. With Sarum's economy weakening and its army using outdated equipment and ammunition, she made a fateful decision to target a little-known Panacrian colony. The name of the place escapes you. The army invaded and the locals did not give ground easily. The generals insisted on retreat. What was it like to fight in that war? Was it anything like this one? But Griselda refused to give up. Her sources told her that the land held vast deposits of sulphur and iron. She pushed the attack. Finally, the capital fell and Sarum sunk their mine shafts. Sulphur and steel flowed back to Dredgeport, the ingredients Sarum had badly needed for war machines and ammunition. From that time onward, Sarum's armies have never been defeated. You gaze up at her face. You gaze up at the statue's face, stern, superior. Did she carve out the world you live in today, or just bend it to her advantage? You turn back to the city. You can't help wondering how much of the story is true. Sounds like it's eminently believable, I would say. Okay, let's go and rest up anyway. Yeah, I mean, that's part of the course by now, isn't it? The day of the Peace Festival dawns. Flags flutter from windows and rooftops. Music and singing echo across the district. Bridge checkpoint suspended, 1 day only. See how the other half drink. A child rushes past holding a piece of string. Behind them, the string stretches into the sky. A white kite floats above the city. Pa's coming back from the war. As you take in the scene, you spot a thin figure hurrying up the street.
Comrade McBorin!
What brings you here?
I wanted to invite you to the Firebrand tonight. We're throwing our own peace festival. I'm skeptical of the Emperor's promises, but the masses long for peace, and for good reason. So, a peace festival it is. But ours will have drinks, speeches, and worker songs.
I'll be there. He smiles.
Until then.
Alright. So what's going on? Oh, that's the Firebrand, okay. What's going on with the War Dead, I wonder? I am not sure. No, I was thinking that would end... Oh, I guess these things change depending on time of day, so I was expecting to get blackmail stuff there, but it didn't. Maybe it's the other thing that you can do there at night, the follow a straggler. So maybe we'll do that, because I don't have a blackmail now. But I think we'll leave it there for now. When we come back, we're going to go to the Firebrand Club, I think, next time, and yeah, delve into that a little bit more. But thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, if you could hit that like button, that'd be amazing. Do leave a comment as well. Let me know your thoughts on the way this series is playing out, and if you're enjoying it, you know, and you know, what you like about it, what you like about the story, or don't like, or anything really. Just let me know your thoughts. And a big thank you as always to our channel members as well for supporting Boring Dad Gaming. Continues to be hugely appreciated, and if anyone else is interested in checking those out and gaining early access to my videos, yeah, that'd be awesome. But thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.